it got old for Doc Rivers with the L.A. Clippers. Steve Ballmer, of course, the owner of the Clippers, was in favor of making a dramatic change following the embarrassing showing. The report comes via Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN, who appeared on Get Up this morning to discuss the firing of Doc Rivers. Woj stated that dramatic changes that Ballmer wanted started with the firing of Doc. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something which you are going to. I'll just say it. Look, I think Steve Ballmer wants to win. I think it's a complete clown show. I think he's an idiot. And you're like, no, whoa. He paid $2 billion to. He paid $1 billion over asking, really, for the L.A. Clippers. Right? Do you remember that? They were purchased for $2 billion, but they really were worth like $1 billion and change. So, and people say, well, he's worth 12. You know, what's the point of having FU money if you don't say FU? That's fine. Remember, Doc Rivers was from the previous regime. Doc Rivers was the holdout. He's an idiot. You get so mad that they lost 2 games. Really. I mean, 1 or 2 games. That's when you don't understand sports. That's when we talked about this yesterday. Can you go out and get a coach? Yeah. You know, Ty Lue may fix things. He may. Jeff Van Gundy may fix it, or he might not. There's also the possibility that Doc Rivers would have fixed things. Do something dramatic, you're going to destroy your team. Where do we see this before? Saw it with the Houston Rockets. Right? We saw it with the Houston Rockets. Where the Rockets were bought by a new owner who came in and he gets pissed. I want changes. And they made changes for change's sake. They're not better. They're not better with Russell Westbrook as opposed to Chris Paul. Chris Paul and James Harden didn't get along great, but they were a better fit and had a greater chance of winning a championship. And instead, Tillman Fertitta, who, again, in his field is brilliant. Steve Ballmer, in his field, is brilliant. But they're both just fanboys. They don't know anything about basketball. Zero. Zip. Zilch. Not. Well, in the restaurant business, that's what Tillman Fertitta said. But guess what? This ain't the restaurant business, dude. This is the basketball business. You had a lead in entering the fourth quarter in games 5 and 6. The team was completely out of sorts because you're playing in the bubble. It's their first year together. They never really got it right. By year 2, year 1 is always hard. LeBron hasn't won in year 1 when he's in any of these places. Hasn't won a championship. Didn't win in Miami, didn't win in Cleveland, didn't win in L.A. Year 1. Year 2, you make some changes, move some things around, you go to the finals, you win and you win a championship. But these guys, these billionaire owners, I want to win now, and if something doesn't work and my team gets embarrassed, I'm going to just chop off heads. All right. You're really close, and now you're blowing it up.